Hey everybody, I'm Stu Carter from Atama TV, and I've got here some bootleg dolls from that hit Disney movie Frozen. Stop right there! Drop that doll! Copyright theft is a violation of international law, so don't do it, or I'll put you in the big house. So stand by for a rip-off doll review. And for real, these are probably the most blatant examples of copyright infringement I've seen in a while. I encounter a lot of bootleg dolls in my travel dolls and toys. In recent years, most of the time they're kind of subtle. They don't exactly blatantly copy. Like for Transformer toys, they might call them Change Robot and just kind of use the same colors. And Power Rangers, they might call them Power Strangers or something like that. They don't really, because the lawyers get after them. And Disney has lawyers like this guy, you know. Disney's got tons of lawyers, so they should really fear Disney. But they haven't. They blatantly ripped off Disney Frozen. And I'll show you here. Let's get a good close look at the packages here. Yeah, so here's a 2-pack of the dolls. It costs about $5, so maybe a little bit expensive for a ripoff. And of course it's got Anna, the redhead, the 18-year-old princess, and Elsa, the blonde 21-year-old, her sister, older sister, the Snow Queen, and lovable Olaf the snowman, right? And of course, you look right here and you've got this hologram, which is good to have, so you make sure you have an authentic ripoff. And they're ripping off the name. They say fashion, but they say Frozen, you know. And it's using the package design of other packs. Like for instance, let's look at here. See, this is a Toys R Us exclusive 2-pack with Olaf. And I think I've seen this picture here before. Yeah, right there. And see, using the logo design. They don't say Disney Frozen. They're too scared. They don't dare do that. But they got Frozen in there. And then they've got the dress. It looks like the gown worn by Anna, right? But then this dress is different. She doesn't have the matching gown worn by the other girl, Elsa. But I looked and I found another kind of doll, like a little kid's doll, wearing this dress pattern. So they kind of split it up a little bit, which is weird. And okay, and let's look at the back of the box and look at this picture. Where have I seen this picture before? Oh yeah. Only thing is, see, it's kind of, notice how it's kind of dark here because they did a crappy job of copying the picture and then printing it. And when you start, you know, if you're not really careful, when you print a lot of things, it gets dark. Now there's some lettering here. It's in French, of all things. So you could blame France maybe for ordering these. I don't know. I'm sorry if you're from France. But, and it has fashion store. Look at that, fashion store, not Disney store. Not the Disney store, fashion store. Okay, and then down here, it does have English. I believe that's a translation of what it says. And no doubt this is a ripoff of Disney's description of the movie Toddler Anna. Fearless optimist Anna sets off on an epic adventure, etc., etc. Kind of gives the story, the whole rip-off story, which they're ripping off here from the movie. And, oh yeah, and on the edge even there's some rip-off. It says, this is Princess Elsa. Oh, wait a minute. Well, it just says Princess Elsa on both sides. Princess Elsa, she's a very royal girl. If you're feeling grace and elegance, you've entered Elsa's world. That sounds like it was like freely done, not a direct copy. And then this is Princess Elsa. She's a very royal girl. It says the same thing. Well, it's not both Princess Elsa. It's Anna and Elsa. And then, oh yeah, and you check at the bottom. Of course, it's very important to have your safety things here. And on the bottom of the package, they've got the CE mark, which is the European Union official mark for safety tested. And they've got some stuff for the Middle East, not for ages 0 to 3. We want to be careful about these rip-off toys, right? So, made in China. Actually, if I was trying to fool people, I'd say I put made in Canada. Well, nobody'd believe that, right? Everybody knows almost everything is made in China now. Everything! Okay, let's look at the other one. Okay, so here's another 2-pack, and this one cost about $4.50. Again, a little bit expensive. And maybe I should have bargained. Weird is, I haven't found examples of these dresses anywhere. I even looked in like is the Ice Capades that has this live action show? Because these look like demo or professional ice skater outfits. And in the movie, they ice skate wearing long skirts, right? But I didn't see any examples of these. It's like original. Or maybe they just had the dresses available in other dolls. They just said, well, let's put them on this one. Who knows? It's kind of unique. But what's weird is also, can you see the color of their hair? The blonde girl is kind of a dark blonde. Of course, when you're talking blonde, there's a lot of range of colors. But that's a lot darker. But compared to this one, I mean, of course, this other doll, the blonde hair doll is really kind of white. I didn't mention that, but look, her hair is kind of white. And meanwhile, the red-haired girl, Anna, it's kind of a dark copper. Where in this one, and you know, actually these two packs were made by the same company. Mm-hmm. Yep. And this one is more like a bright coppery color to me. Yeah. And also notice the size is a little bit different too. Huh. And I'll look on the back of the box. Where have we seen this picture before? Oh yeah, it's a rip-off picture. And again, we get the Fashion Frozen logo. And here's a picture of, who's that, the Iceman guy? And Kristoff. And he's riding on the reindeer with who? Who's he riding with? Oh, Anna. Poor Elsa. And I have no idea what these check boxes mean, but it's got the same kind of warning stuff, the safety things. And, you know, be careful, always recycle. You know, rip off Disney, but don't rip off the earth, right? Yeah. And it's tested. And let's talk about the testing bit. Here's a label on this box here that says tested according to international standards. Let's talk about that a little bit. A problem was that there are materials used to make toys, lead for jewelry and red paint especially, were known to be hazardous. They're carcinogenic, it means it gives you cancer maybe. They are deemed to be too dangerous for toys, and so they were more or less banned, at least among Western countries. And unfortunately, not using those materials it makes it more expensive to make the dolls, and also just testing them to make sure they're clean is expensive. Well, what do you think? Would you go ahead and spend the money to test the dolls that you're ripping off, or would you just print on the box that says it's tested? What do you think? Of course they're not tested. You just, because, see, I mean, well, if they were shipped to the U.S., which these aren't, they would be tested by independent companies well, Mattel makes these dolls, right? And so they will be testing them themselves, which is why the products in the U.S. are much safer. Let's look at one more doll. Oh, and Disney lawyers, if you're watching this and you want to go after, don't go after me, go after this company. This holographic sticker says JCJL Toys, which are probably known to you if you're smart people. If you're smart lawyers, you already know about these guys, right? Well, that's what that sticker says. Okay, this last one, this is more of an example of a little bit of the more common ripoffs are like, although that's a little bit more, but I mean, they say Magic Snow, they don't say Frozen. Although they're still ripping off, well, they're ripping off the picture and they're ripping off the logo design. And you can see the picture of, who is this, Elsa? Anna, I'm sorry. and they got the picture of Anna and Elsa on the side. So they're ripping off the pictures still, which a lot of companies don't want to do when they're ripping off a product. But what's weird to me is that this doll has both pink and blonde hair. So what is it? Is it Elsa or Anna, or is it some kind of evil fusion? Evil Frozen fusion dolls, the two girls together. Because look, she's got pink and blonde hair. Very strange. And then they winged it with some lettering. This doll only cost $1.50. They winged it with some of the lettering description. It says, let's see. I have a lovely doll. She's a pair of, okay, on the side it says, I have a lovely doll. She has a pair of big eyes, round face, cherry, small mouth, and long legs. Well, that's reasonable English. It's better than what you usually get. But then on the side here, it says, happy every day. Happy every day. What kind of evil communist scheme is that? Who's happy every day? Anybody? Who's happy every day? Your mom and dad are happy when they get home from work and you've cleaned up your room and you've done your homework, but they're not really happy until maybe you've gone to bed and then they can, or whatever. Happy every day? Do you want to be happy every day? What kind of world would that be? All right, I'm sorry. All right. Okay, so if you think these Frozen ripoffs are bad, just wait. I've got coming up soon some ripoffs of Ever After High. Sorry to be picking on Mattel. It's just your stuff is really popular with dolls right now. And Ever After High bootlegs will be coming up soon. So until next time, have a good day.